Okay, what kind of line is these?
Whole line or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, okay, a whole line, dotted, or solid line. Okay, so then obviously this is gonna be the dotted one. Okay, so that's kind of what we did yesterday. My advice for you today would definitely be not use a pen if you're a pen writer. Okay, and then also shade lightly, okay, because we're shading two on the same line. Okay, so if we look at the first one, now remember they have to be in y equals, and it is. Where does the first line start? At 1. Okay, so we're going to graph this one, and it starts at positive 1. And what is the slope? 3 over 2. So we're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 2. Should that be a solid or dotted line? Dotted line. Okay, so far that looks like what we did yesterday. Okay. And then should it be shaded where? It says y is what? Greater. So which side am I going to shade? The positive 5 or negative 5? Positive 5. Okay, my advice to you, instead of shading on the first line, I would do something like this. Okay, that way you can see where it's going to be cross marked. Okay, now you can shade. I'm not saying that you can't shade, but when we're shading twice, it's a lot easier to see what's going on here versus what's going on your page. Okay, because I can use different colors. Okay, if we look at the second line, where does it start? At negative 1. Okay, so put your other dot at negative 1. What is its slope? 1 over 2. So we're going to go up 1 over 2. Okay, or you can go down 1 over 2. And this one I really should have plotted more points, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, it should have been a dotted line, huh? Okay, and then this one gets a dotted line. Okay, now my picture looks kind of funky because on our first line, we should have graphed as many points as possible, okay, but we didn't, and I didn't, that way you guys could see what's happening here. Okay, so on the blue line, what gets shaded? It says y is what? Greater, okay, so you have to look at the blue line separately. Do we shade the 5 side or the negative 5 side? Yeah, we're going to shade the 5 side. Okay, where is it shaded twice? Okay, well on mine, it's going to be this section, okay, where it's blue and black. Okay, and so that's why I said on yours, make sure you use lines and then you use shading. Okay, you need to indicate to me somehow on here and point that this is your solution set. Okay, where it's shaded twice is going to be your solution set. Okay, now let's talk about what that means. So when we're doing, when we did systems and it was just lines, right, we had something that would intersect at one spot. We had one intersection point. What this is saying is like, trying to think of an example. If I have $10, okay, I have to have at least 5 to go to Burger King, or at least 2. Okay, so do I have enough money for Burger King? Yeah, I have $10, okay? Do I have enough money for, what I say? McDonald's? Okay, I have enough for there. So I could do one or the other, or both, really, okay? Let's look at the second one. Okay, where does that first line start? Negative 3. What is the slope? Negative 2 over 1. So we're going to go up 2 over 1. And on the first line, I want you to plot as many points as you can. So keep going. Up 2 over 1. up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. Okay, you can also go down 2 over 1. Should that be a solid line or a dotted line? It should be a solid line. Okay, now it says y is what? Less than. So am I going to shade the 5 side or the negative 5 side? Which is smaller? Negative 5. So this side I'm going to be doing this way. Okay, if for some of you guys, I have colored pencils if that would be easier for you guys. Some of the kids use them every year, but. Okay, the second line, where does it start? Positive 2. What is its slope? 1 over 3. So you're going to go up 1 over 3. And you can see that intersection point. And that's what we were doing before, just without shading. Okay? Or you could go down 1 over 3. That one should be a dotted line. Okay, and then that one says y is what? Less than. So am I going to shade the positive 5 side or negative 5 side? Negative 5 side. So that's going to be all of this. Everything below the blue line. Where is it shaded twice? Okay, we kind of have 4 spots, like this spot where it's just black, nothing, just blue and black. Which spot would that be? Okay, it would be the blue and black, or section 4. Okay, now, if you don't want to use an arrow and point, you can shade all this in really dark for me. That's totally fine. Okay, you would shade all this really, really dark, or you can just point an arrow and say, that's totally up to you. Most of the time in mathematics, you're going to see it where it's shaded really dark in one section. More. Okay, look at number 5. Where does it start? Positive 3. What is our slope? Negative 5 over 3. Okay, we cannot go up 5, so we're going to have to go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. Should that be a solid or dotted line? Should be a dotted line. It says y is what? Greater. So I'm going to shade positive 5 or negative 5? Positive 5. Okay, line 2, where does it start? At negative 1. And my slope is 1 over 3, so I'm going to go up 1 over 3, or I could go down 1 over 3. And we can see that intersection point, and that line should be solid. Okay, and then it says y is what? Less. So am I going to shade positive 5 or negative 5 side? Negative 5 side, so everything below this line. Okay, and then same thing, we have 4 sections. I got one section that's just nothing. Okay, I got one section, you see, that's just black. We got a blue and black, and then we got just a blue. What would be our solution set? Which number? 3. Okay, and you could just point to this section, or you can shade it really dark, whatever you want to do. Okay, on this time I'm going to shade it really dark. Okay, so that's your solution set. Okay, and that means as long as we're here, our answer is correct. If we're here, our answer is correct. If we're here, our answer is correct. Okay, but if we're like right here, then our answer is not. Okay, so if you had, I don't know, $1, you can go to Burger King. If you have $2, you can go to Burger King. $3, $4. Okay, but once you like run out of money, obviously you can't eat there, right? Look at number 7. Okay, line 1 starts at 2. My slope is negative 5 over 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. And that should be a dotted line. And then it says y is greater. So we're going to shade the positive 5 side. Line 2 starts at negative 2. My slope is up 1 over 3, or I could go down 1 over 3. Should that be a solid or a dotted line? Solid line. And then I got y is greater. So where am I going to shade? Above or below? Above. Okay, where is it shaded twice? Okay, section 1, section 2, section 3, section 4. 2, okay? And you could point an arrow, okay, shade it darker, I don't care.